I don't know why stupid mic camera thing blocked on it. Okay, so is everybody ready for the great Christmas present that Mother Nature has given you? Your vortex storm of your very own to share with several other million people. Whew. Okay, sound should be out there now. Yeah, you got sound yet? It looks like it should be sound. Whew. Oh, thank you. All right, so let me go up here to the top here and say hi to everybody. Well, it's not why it's 30 below zero here. All right, so Prepping to Endure was first one in, then Walt Rogers, then Barry at Storms, Radios, and Cats. Janice at Where to Begin Homestead came in. Let's see, they were talking back and forth. Troop 1351 came in, said they're lurking. Kalen Strain came in. Keith Conk came in. Ranger Rob, Country Living Homestead. Hey, how's it going? And let's see, scroll up. Tibor is in the house. And everyone's talking. Mary Beth is here. Hey, Mary Beth. And okay, I'm down to where it's saying no sound. NC Deb, I guess that's North Carolina Deb. Welcome. Garden Warding Q is in the house. Okay, good. It's the Marshmallow Man. Hey, Lewis. And Denise, Green Granny too. So, are you guys ready for the cold that's coming your way? All right, actually, let me go ahead and lower this down a little bit. And comrades, I'm ready. I'm from Russia. I'm ready. Oh, hey, Seabass, how's it going? All righty, so couple little things here. Interesting. I was just over on Southern Bless Homestead on their live stream, and they were talking about this as well. And Mac was saying he's got to get under the house and wrap the pipes so they don't freeze. And he said, we got the wood burning stove. And he goes, but I don't got any firewood cut for it. Well, I don't think he's lit that wood burning stove in 12 months. I think he fired it for last Christmas. Hey, Moon over Miami. So yeah, if you have a wood burning stove, whether you plan on using it or not, you should have a couple cords of firewood cut and ready and put away, and just keep on seasoning. Keep it dry so it keeps getting primo. All right. Let's let me see. Let's get over here to bring this thing here up. All right. So what do we got here? So what's causing this? Well, sudden warming in the Arctic displaces the solar vortex, which usually spins around in circles up above, but it's moving around. And if you want to know the reason why, go over to Suspicious Observers. And the last couple of days, Ben's been talking about this a little bit, pointing. He says he has a lot better graphics. I'd like to find out where he's pulling those graphics from, showing how it's coming down and moving and everything else. But anyways, I know it has to do with the Earth's electrical circuit and the magnetosphere getting weaker and more crap coming in up at the polar regions. That's why the aurora borealis are looking so beautiful. But it's also heat. It's heating the area up there. Hey, Glenn, how's the garden? All right, so next one here. And so this was out a couple weeks ago, and they're talking about it coming down, showing how it's going to come down, how it's going to cut through the middle of New Mexico and Colorado and stuff, and it's going to leave Utah, Arizona, Nevada, California, and most of Oregon alone. Well, when they were putting this out, Ben and some others were putting out a totally different story. And then all of a sudden these guys changed it. No, wait, it's moving over here into Nevada and Arizona and stuff. You know, I mean, this was a couple of weeks ago. And then now it's even worse. What's to expect? All right, so what are we going to expect? It's the winter apocalypse. Bad stuff all over. No, just kidding. All right, so what should you be expecting? All right, is the possibility, not an absolute for surety, of sub-zero temperatures over a major portion of the U.S. that's in that area. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm going to put a Tibor's comment here. Besides the cold, which is supposed to be high winds in extreme cold is a killer. You get your what's the word for wind chill, and you can look up wind chill charts and stuff, and you can see, all right, if it's this temperature and the wind's blowing this much, this is the wind chill, and you know about that. Also, Doc Bones, the nurse Amy, just put out a video today on dealing with wind chill and hypothermia. Doom! The Florida orange crops are going to freeze. Oh, sorry, Glenn. All right, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of sub-zero temperatures around. It's not going to be forever. It may be a day or two, but they're still going to dip down, and areas are going to get hammered like they never did before. Yeah, of course, Texas is going to get hammered like they were last year or the year before, when they had the snow apocalypse in Texas. Okay, here it is, high winds and wind chill. Yes, expect it. Power outages. But why? If it gets too cold, it's not going to snow. Don't bet your bippy on it. There is moist air coming up across Mexico, even though Mexico is starting to cool down now, and in the Gulf. And when that cold air that warm, moist air meets that cold air, you can have a couple things. One of which is going to be snow, possibly hail, and freezing rain. And someone else was already talking about having freezing rain here lately. I know the Marshmallow Man was talking about it several days ago, and somebody else was talking about it yesterday about getting freezing rain. Hey, Brother Donnie, how's it going? All right, what else here? Oh, he clicked the wrong button. Hey, I was at Sam's Club today, and a couple weeks back they had a bunch of these 6-packs of the 1-pound bottles at dirt cheap prices. And I was going to go see if I can grab another one or two, and there was a guy there talking to the guy saying, "Where's all your propane stuff? I don't see anything propane. No propane heaters, none of the bottles, none of the empty bottles that I can go get refilled." And the guy says, "Yeah, we're totally out." So Idaho Falls Sam's Club is out of anything propane. The other thing to check on then is right behind Sam's Club is going to be Wally World, and then Costco. Hey, Raquel. Yeah, Raquel at Cottonwood Ranch. Her one of her videos or her live stream the other day said -40. So yeah, they're having some really cold weather up there, up in Canada. And if you want to see her driving through some crazy cold weather, I think it was part 2 of my 24-hour live stream. For 2 hours, she was on there driving across the Trans-Canadian Highway, and here's trucks in the ditch, cars in the ditch, other vehicles in the ditch, trucks jackknives over here. Yeah. Hey, Jay. Oh, yeah. I've got it running full blast because I got the temperature up, so I got it running, half blast, so it's, keeping the temperature up. And then tonight I'm going to be stoking it good before I go to bed. Actually, I may set an alarm so I wake up in the middle of the night, go back out there and throw a couple more logs on it. Hey, Suzanne, how's it going? All right, what else we got here? What else is going to be shortages here because of all the hype behind this? Firewood shortages. I noticed around here the price on firewood doubled. Well, also it's got snow on it, and they don't want to go out there and load it up now and everything else. So the price on getting firewood now has doubled around here. Oh, minus 40 degrees in Grand Forks, North Dakota. North Dakota, there's a lot of times North Dakota will be colder than just north of the border in Canada. I don't know why. But Minot, North Dakota, oh man, minus 60 sometimes. I mean, that is the bottom of the well for the United States where it gets the coldest there. I mean, it beats Alaska out hands down a lot of times up there. But if they're minus 40 now, yeah, they're going to drop down worse here. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, bad road conditions. Of course, like I was saying, Raquel found that out back Thursday when she drove into for school. They closed it. She had to drive back home again. All righty, and so what is that? Was that all right? That's what I have in the way of slides here. Wait a minute, let me go over here. So, yeah, those that have access to Courtney's mod chat, the link is in there, and I emailed a few of you the link as well. I seriously doubt Bob's going to come up because I think it's I think he has family around today, so. Well, around here, what I have noticed is I can tell where everybody's water meter is. Because where everybody's water meter is, the snow has melted around it. Where all the sewer manholes are, the snow has melted around it. Where I put in that valve station out front and running the valves out to the yard hydrants and stuff, I put a couple of lights down in there. Well, one is a 75 watt grow light I stuck in, and I never got around to putting one of the new 80 watt ceramic heat lamps down in there. But it's got two 50 watt heat lamps down in there. One heat lamp comes on at 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock, no. Yeah, 10 o'clock at night, turns off at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when we're on our variable rates is at the lowest. And then there's a receptacle temperature switch down in there. So when the temperature gets down to 38 down in the hole, it turns on the other heat lamp and that grow light. And the grow light's down close to the gravel on the bottom, so it starts heating the gravel up. Hey, Joe, Garden State Gardener. Woohoo! And so, hang on, let me switch things up here for a second here. And actually, it's 26. Someone just subscribed to my channel, so. And so, the snow is about that deep all around that, and it's only about that deep on top of it because it's been slowly melting down from the heat coming up inside. So, yeah, so the ground temperatures are heating stuff up, but that's such a big top on it, it kind of cools it down as well. It cools down the air down as well. So that's why I got the lights down in there and the little heat lamps and stuff to warm it back up when it gets to a certain temperature. Hydrate. Hey, I don't care if it's dead of winter. Drink water. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you in the bathroom, you pick the bathroom the farthest from the this pair of valves hot and cold, the farthest from the hot water heater. Well, here I got the bathroom right here, which is at one end of the house, and the master bath at the other end of the house. So I leave both. If I really get worried, I'll turn both those on to a trickle. However, since I installed that air vent system in the laundry room where it takes the hot air from near the ceiling and blows it under the house, I can see everywhere there's a leak between the foundation and the sill board where the air is coming out because it's melting the snow right there. So I know it's nice and warm, same temperature in the house underneath there. Also, because in certain rooms I go walking across there in my just in where my socks is like, ooh, the floor is warm here. It's got to be warm underneath the house. So me drink Kool-Aid. Well, they didn't serve Kool-Aid down. It wasn't the Kool-Aid they were serving down there with Jim Jones. It was the Flavor-Aid. You can thank that one FBI guy for not knowing the difference and putting his report that it was Kool-Aid when it was Flavor-Aid. He looked embarrassed when his other compadres said, no, it wasn't Kool-Aid, it was Flavor-Aid. Yeah, at least I hope so. Hope they're not frozen over. Anybody else snuck in here just trying to think? Budging on a prep. Hey, how's it going? So, as I showed with the thing, it has shifted, and I like the temperature graphics that Ben Davidson was showing the last several mornings, showing in the one area, and then it shifted west as it's coming down. This here's the vortex area. As it's coming down and changing, it's shifting to the west. And where it was missing Utah, Nevada, it's now over into the Sierra Madres in California. And then it's going down into Mexico below the southernmost part of southernmost part of Louisiana and stuff. And when it gets down so far, everything's supposed to start shifting straight east, just like a squeegee going across the country, going, let's get rid of this warm and let the cold in. And there are several meteorologists that are saying that northern Florida is going to get frozen. All right, so let me see here real quick here. I'm going to check a couple things here. Get this back up and go ahead and drop that out. I don't need that up there anymore. So earlier today when I checked the temperatures, it was 5, and when I say earlier, I'm saying noonish. It was 5 degrees Fahrenheit outside, 15 degrees centigrade. And the projection was for tonight was 29. Well, for today was 29. The low tonight was 26. Wednesday, the high was 33. The low was 13. Thursday, the high was 5. Let me just go and flash that up there for a second here. Thursday night, the low is -5. So we got -13, -5, 17 high, 9, 25 high on Saturday. All right. So let me go back over here now. On this computer, I went and refreshed it so I could tell the difference. And about 2 o'clock, a couple hours later, it said the temperature outside was 15 degrees or -9 Celsius. So it went up 10 degrees. I was out there and my thermometer said, no, it's not. They have a winter advisory. Hang on. Let me do it this way here. I'm going to move this one here. Actually, let me do it this way here first. Hang on. Put that back on share. Then I'm going to grab this one here and move it across in front. All right, so that's showing they said it's warmed up by 10 degrees here. Outside, it was like, no, it's not. The weather service is saying, it was increasing, 32 up to 32 degrees Wednesday. Only 11, not 13 for the low. The high is at 7 and the low's at 2. Saturday's at 29. So let me pull it back. So Saturday's at 29 and it was 25 on Saturday. 12 for the low on Friday night where it said 9 and 2 instead of 5. So there we go. Got that in there. So, a couple hours, they raised a bunch of this. And then let me go over my other computer. I can't show you this one on the other computer. Actually, let me get me back up in case anybody pops in down below here. On the other computer here, later on, it said it was 29 degrees. I think it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock, said, it's 29 degrees out there. And it's like, oh, hecky no. It's not even close. When I went out and checked, and the temperatures out there were still single digits. It was 9 degrees, and they're saying it's 29. They were off by 20 degrees. The other night when I got the minus 6 degrees, the temperature was supposed to be 7 degrees, 13-degree difference. And for the last 3 nights, they've been saying it's temperature's going to be up here, and the temperature comes in down here. So, yeah, and now they're saying that the low, they're still sticking with the low on Wednesday night as 11, and Thursday night is 2. But they're raising stuff up, adding snow. Oh, it's getting warmer, so it's going to snow. And we got winter weather advisory and wind chill warnings. They don't know what's going to happen where. However, what I do like, let me go ahead and pop that down. Over on a suspicious observer in the morning, Ben's showing that one graphic. Well, the one thing with the graphics is that's showing how everything has gone, and this shows, all right, now this is the projection. Following through, this is what it should do. Yeah, whatever the forecast is, take 5-10 degrees off and see in case you have to do something special. Say, oh, all right, it's now down here. I need to do something special. Well, even though there are projections above that, go ahead and do that specialty, because if you don't, Murphy's Law, it will drop. All right, let me go over here and see if I can get this here up here. And we're going to look at a couple things here. This one here is going to be Jetstream. And this one here is going to be Ventrisky. Open a new tab. Okay, so here's the Jetstream. What it's showing, let me get it a little centered so I can see the dial here. There it is. Not the dial, to make it go. So this was today, how it was the upper jet stream, because you got some lower streams that are going this way, others are going this way, low pressures on underneath, high pressure, everything's shifting, but this is what the jet stream is doing. So the jet stream's not coming down at all. So the jet stream's trying to bring some other temperatures over from out there in the Pacific. So let's go over here. 7 o'clock. I was a couple hours ago. So this is in a couple hours here at night. As it's shifting across. So Wednesday p.m. Yeah. So we're getting these weird pressure things coming through, and it's swirling and causing all sorts of swirls up in here around Great Lakes. But I decided to go ahead and run it all the way through here. So back to the beginning. So we run from the beginning, and it runs around and stop it right there where I was before. And see, so Saturday you're looking at this. So Sunday, so let's go back. So Saturday evening, Eastern Standard Time, we got kind of blotches here, blotches down, little swirls here, stuff. Sunday morning, Christmas Sunday morning, And we got some other stuff doing, and it's doing weird. I mean, you follow these lines, they do weird things. They're not normal. Whether like an agitator, washing machine, bounces all around, that's what I'll cause it. And so, and now we're into Monday morning, Eastern time, which means it's still Christmas, late Christmas over East. And so, yeah, now we're at 7 Monday morning. So, yeah, so this takes it through. And now it's coming down here and it's pushing back up that way there. So, come, Christmas, New Year's Eve, it's getting swirls and words crud again. Okay, next one. Temperatures, 2 meters above ground. This is Ventrisky. I'm going to drop this one in the link here. I mean, in the link in the chat. So anybody wants to pull this one up. Hey, Robert, how's it going? You guys can look at this yourself. You just go in there, you save it, you open it up, and you can change it, what all the things are on the side here. So you're looking at temperatures. Here's your temperature reading over here. So we got some -1 up here, 0 degrees. Find where it bounces around that -1 again. But you got some -1 over here, up there. But if we take this up a little bit, this is at ground level. Don't forget, the ground is radiating heat still. We go up a little bit, and, still got some little spots there of low temperatures. If I can get on it there, I flashed over it. But, let's take it up to, from 500 meters, take it up to 1,000 meters. And see, you got this the stuff coming down here, and that's now showing in current intrusion here. But if you look over here, the wind stuff, it's blowing, it's coming out and going towards California. So it's pushing towards California here. So, and let's take it up to 1,500 meters. We got another cold spot again, right over in there. And it's not really getting into the ultra temperatures here. And there, when you get up high at 2,000 meters, you got another cold spot there. But it's starting to come on shore, pushing on it. And they were talking like it wasn't supposed to push until Thursday night to start moving the stuff across. This is current temperatures, and it's just showing how stuff is moving. So this is current temperatures, not projections. This does not project out. And then perceived temperature, let's take it back down to 2 meters above ground. And perceived temperature, because of the wind chill factor up here, -11, -14. So you get that wind chill factor in there. And yeah, it makes it ugly. So yeah, you get -10, -9. So you got some, you definitely have some perceived temperatures here. And this is at the, this is at ground level, 6 feet above ground, in your face, in other words. Precipitation. Got a little snow up here. Got some stuff from Chicago down to down into Arkansas. I think it is. Anyways, you got snow, thunderstorms, and then you got going on there. You got something else forming out here off the coast, but it's moving out and away. So, and then of course Los Angeles is getting. Oh, what did it say? Come on, where'd it go? Snow down in Southern California, over 1/2 inch. So, yeah. So, anyways, but actually, you can also check wind speeds. 10 meters above ground. This shows you wind speeds. Anywhere from 5. All right, like the yellow. Here's 40, 45. That orange right in there is 50 miles an hour. So right up in here, the green, you got 20 miles an hour. So catch, where was that? 47. Come on, it flinched on me there for a second. Anyways, yeah, you got different speeds. 36 miles, 37 miles. So yeah, you can check, and then air pressure is going to change things too. You can check your air pressures. Here's low air pressure. And here's an even, this is the 30, so, you know, you can see with the air pressure. But this is a really cool here. Snow cover. So, yeah, all sorts of fun stuff there. So, yeah, there, you know, with this cold front coming in, it's, you know, plan for the worst, hope for the best. Because if you plan for the best, I'm just going to plan for this, and it turns south on you, you're going to be up Poop Creek without a paddle. I didn't see her come in. It's CD at Hugo Homestead. Oh, 50 miles an hour, minus 27 wind chill, 6 more inches. Sounds like someone put her on the mechanical bull, and it's going to be a wild show there. Yeah, duct tape till the power goes out. To seal around doors, everything that's leaking, keep all that extra heat in you can. Unfortunately, most of you are not going to be able to, it's too late to get it for this storm, but put up here, Mr. Heater, propane heater. Oh, the price went up. The price went up here. This morning it was $70. Now it's $74. And some of these others are going up like as well. I knew I should have gotten this one here for out in the shop a couple weeks ago. But yeah. Oh, even just the El Cheapo one is up. I have one of those for the shop, but I wanted something with a little more oomph to it. Put it out there. Go from 15,000 BTUs to 45,000 BTUs. You know, it definitely helped heating up the shop out there. Oh, now the duct tape has shut everybody up when you got to move down to one room for heat. All right, everybody, we're going into the living room here, and we're all getting inside the tent. And actually, that's not a bad idea to have a tent set up in case or ready to be set up as soon as the power goes out, and everybody just shuffles into that tent, and then you throw some extra blankets over the top, and it'll help retain a lot of heat in there. Oh, all right. Kaylin's apartment. Let's see. An email blast to prep for the storm and deep freeze. Yeah, can't do a lot because of the type of building you're in. The fact that they don't want you to have little propane heaters in your rooms. Yeah. I forgot to check at Home Depot when I was in Home Depot today. So I went to Sam's Club first, and I forgot to check the propane heaters at Home Depot when I was in there. Jay. All right, everybody. No chili, no ham, no beans, no nuts, for the next 72 hours. Unless you have a way to capture all that gas and use it to power a little heater. Oh, very good. Yeah, put a blanket down under your sleeping bag too in the house. And if you're in your house and you got a nice tent and you stuff everybody in the tent, grab a mattress and stuff the mattress in there, a couple of mattresses in there. That'll give you more padding and more insulation from the floor. But still put a blanket underneath that as well. There's going to be a lot of people in trouble, Janice. All right. The power's out. The stove's out, but we got a little camp stove, so we're going to be having chili and beans here, folks. Does the movie Blazing Saddle comes to mind? My wife used to hate that scene. She still hates that scene so much. And she goes, that would never really happen. Then we went to scout camp, and she became an assistant scoutmaster. And she goes, oh, my God, it's real. Someone was talking about about doing that, and they were using. As after I mentioned on the live stream, and they came back in and emailed me back on one of the things and said that they're building a heater for oil, kerosene, diesel, and all that using the tiki torch ones. And he said they have wrapped wire around it, and they've used like a long needle, thin needle, and ran copper wire down inside the middle of those tiki torch things. So there's a lot of wire in there. So when that stuff gets hot, it causes it to burn cleaner as it wicks up high. Frozen, coming to a town near you, and we're not talking about me freezing up here. Yeah, I got the where did I say it? Who invited Elsa to come visit? Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Well, I do have one thing going on here. I'm going to move this camera, so get ready for an earthquake. Earthquake! Oh, I got to talk about that, too. I got my Mr. Buddy right over there. And, I got propane bottles on the shelf. A bunch of them. And I got my filter. And I got a couple of 5-gallon ones out in the shop I can use. And I got a couple of the 7.5-gallon one, just that a little bit more. All right, so for those of you who aren't paying attention to what's going on around the nation, we got a big cold thing coming in, and California got slapped upside the back of the head as well. So let me see if I can pop this up over here real quick. Latest earthquakes. Early this morning here. So let me give you some reference here. So this is the San Francisco Bay Area, and this is one that was over there, El Cerrito, not too far from my house. Well, where my wife is right now, over there, just a little bit there. But you head up north here, and you go up past the railroad up there, and you get up here, and you hit this one here. This was at first a 6.3, and they immediately upgraded it to 6.4. 15 kilometers south or west-southwest of Ferndale, or about 15 kilometers. That put it about 9 miles offshore from it. And all these orange ones are today. The yellow ones are more than 24 hours old. And then this one here is 4.9 was an immediate aftershock. And they had a couple more 4-pointers here. That's a 3. Then I know I got stuff popping up. 4.3 there. Zoom in a little bit more and see if I can find a 4.3, 3.0. Kind of hard to get sizes are so close together here on some of these, but boatload of threes. You get that many threes, it's gonna weaken stuff. But you look at the this is 1 mile, the bottom marker. So you move that over there, you're looking at 2 miles offshore, and then Ferndale's right over about here. As this one says, 6 kilometers from Ferndale. That's about less than 5 miles. So Ferndale's right up. Yeah, there's Ferndale. There's Ferndale right there. So so let's go back to this, and let's take a look at the shaking, shall we? We'll look at this map here first. Look at everywhere it was felt. And unfortunately, this map goes off. It cuts off at a square line. They do a square block on it here. So they cut it off here. So yeah, it was felt in Reno. All right. So we're going to close that one. And we're going to look at this one over here. So yeah, so the people up in here are getting the cold and stuff up here. All right, so the color code down here, the red right around in there is heavy damage, violent shaking. The dark orange to red is moderately heavy damage, severe shaking, right around in there. So remember the color scheme there from the light purple stuff, which is weak shaking, up to the extreme, very heavy damage. And we're going to take a look at this. So, okay, it lightened up here on this one here. So yeah, you had some really good shaking offshore there, or onshore. This is onshore. The shaking. This area here was shaking like a one of those bobbleheads on the dash of a semi. You see, Reno got shaken. I think that's firmly over there. Carson City, San Jose, Salinas, almost down to San Luis Obispo, because it followed down the fault lines, all the fault lines here. Santa Cruz bounced a bit. So yeah, they felt down there. Interesting. The blues where it was felt, the whites where it was nobody reported it being felt. And hey, my wife didn't text me, so I guess she didn't feel it in the middle of the night. So yeah. So not only did they get a Christmas present of a polar vortex, they got a Christmas present of a milkshake. Oh yeah. So that's what's going on there. Yeah, and just something I noticed. I did a video. Let me go ahead and close all that stuff there out. I did a video today. It's gone up to 12 views this morning. Usually my shorts. All right, the short I did before it. I did a short late the night of the 18th, and it was it was -6 on the side of the house, and it has 957 views. And the other one I did was titled the Polar Vortex Effect on Idaho Shorts. These are both shorts, actually, and it was like 12 views, and I had the exact same tags in both videos. I went looking for this, and YouTube was hiding that one, wasn't showing it. And when I brought up, you just open up YouTube, and it shows you a bunch of stuff. It wasn't showing this live stream either, because polar vortex. Oh no, we can't let people get scared and get prepared. We got to let them die. Yeah, that's what the YouTube platform mindset of the dictatorial national communist want it to happen. They want, they don't want us to get prepared. So, yeah. So you're getting the truth. It's no fear porn. It's not fantasy. It's a straight. Here you go. Here's the information. Do with it what you think you need to do with it. I'm not telling anybody to buy anything from me. In fact, I don't sell anything on either channel. Well, YouTube sells my memberships, but yeah. So one of their cruising Ryan Hall's y'all's weather vids. Don't know. I did notice some other ones, bigger channels than mine, that a lot of that their stuff, because I went to their channel to see what stuff they put out, and they were putting out anything with polar vortex on it. These guys are getting 35,000 views. All of a sudden, it's down like 300 views. They're blocking anything, any videos on the polar vortex. So, yeah. So yeah, you got anytime they say anything that disagrees with, we're warming up, they're going to block that as well too. And since this is, we're getting friggin' colder than you can believe, it's, we got to block that. That doesn't fit the narrative of global warming. Siberian Express, yeah. Usually, it comes off and it just orbits around, Santa Claus up there. And it's just it's one of those things that where that something when the global circuit and the magnetosphere and everything else was weakening, and got all this. We had several little, what were they? There were a bunch of C-class flares. And a couple low M-class flares going on over the last several days, and so it's taken a beating. So now it's heated up over there several weeks. And it's been heating up, and it all of a sudden heated up more. Everything started pushing. Yeah, it's all science, and gives me a headache, but I like reading it anyways. I can't regurgitate it as fast as I can absorb it. Can't help Mother Nature's. All right, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially the last week. I know in San Francisco Bay Area they were getting snow. And it was sticking on Mount Wanda, Mount Tamalpais, and a couple of the other ones there. But yeah, it's coming in a little bit. It's pushing stuff down and across and keeping the warmer waters winds from coming in. All righty, let's see here. So. Anyways, I got my nice hat on, and I got my hoodie to go over it, and I got my pull strings here, so I can suck this up. Of course, I got glasses on. I can't do it with the glasses on, but I can suck this thing up down tight. And then I got my one video when I was out there on the tractor. Actually, that one goes live in the morning. That one goes live here in the morning at. Hang on, let me. Refresh that one. That video goes live. It's scheduled to go live at 6 a.m. Mountain Time. So 5 Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. When I'm out there pushing more, this is a current one. This was just from day before yesterday, and it was so friggin' cold out there. I put on my white hood thing that is for the cold, and it has the strings I wrap around the face here, the double layer. My eyebrows were still showing, and they were freezing, and I had ice crystals on them. And I was out there with the tractor, and it was ridiculously cold. And when I got the snow cleared, I pulled a couple of the empty IBC totes that I've cut in half that I had the wood stacked up in. I was trying to drag them outside, and I'm pumping the pallet jack, and it goes up a little bit, and it just kind of, and I'm pumping away, and it's barely going, because the oil's so thick in there that it's not flowing right. And finally got enough where I could wheel them outside. Depending where you are, north to south, if you get a good blast of it, you could get some snow down at sea level. I know I got an argument with a few people about Pismo Beach when it froze. I had pulled up the records for Pismo Beach. Yeah, Pismo Beach has frozen a couple times over the last 40 years. But so, and I know Stinson Beach has frozen on the Marin County has frozen. They've had freezing temperatures at Stinson Beach, or as a lot of the locals like to call it, Stinking Beach. I'm going to stick. Oh, okay, guys. All righty. Okay, so we're getting close here. So coming up here, get that topics coming up here. Got a bunch for Thursday night for the midnight ride. I got a bunch of interesting news articles to discuss at the beginning of it, and then we'll also pull up some news articles on the solar vortex, but I'm not going to put, the polar vortex, but I'm not going to put that in there. See if that picks up just for the other stuff. Friday night on Camp Patton Family Compound, that's the CFC, Camp Patton Family Compound, is it's going to be Christmas Eve. Talk about where you can get that last minute gift, and where you can get some of the stuff you need to have for the stuff you got to assemble the next night. And then on Monday, December 26th, everyone, cross your fingers. The staff sergeant is going to be here, and I'm going to see if I can get her to come up here. All right. So we'll see if I can get her to come up here 2 weeks late, but we'll see if we can get her to come up here and talk to you. So Monday the 26th is going to be Christmas recovery. Got batteries. You got Valium. You need it after Christmas, some of people. And then next here, it's the topic for next Tuesday. Here on Technical Tuesday is why should we prepare? Why should we prepare? Is it worth the bother? Some of you, let me know if it was worth the bother to prepare for this, for the what's coming through here. Hey, worse than that, I haven't gotten any phone calls for the extended warranty on the weather. Why aren't they calling with the extended warranty for the weather? One snow day only. Bad enough. Jay, actually no, it's she picked the one time frame she's coming through where the Sierras, right now it looks like the Sierras are clear, no snow between now and then. So Sierras will be totally clear, so she can hit Donner Pass at 65 miles an hour and come right on through and right on across 80 to Wells, no problem, and then head north on 93 up to Twin Falls, and then hang a right on 86 till it splits from 84, and take that right on into Pocatello and right on up here on 15. What was funny is I saw a meme for the space station, and they got a message from Earth, and it says, "Hi, we've been trying to reach you about your extended warranty." I tell you, if you're up on the space station and you get a message, "Hey, we want to talk to you about your extended warranty," it's like, what the heck? I haven't brought up. That's the one thing I haven't done. I haven't pulled up the cams, Caltrans cams, the Caltrans camera system for 80. They got several cameras around the Donner Pass rest station, and so I'm going to check that out, because if that's looking clean and clear, boom. That means it's still, if it's looking clean and clear, it's still open, and she can use it. Oh, I read between the lines on that one. Oh. Yeah, but some of the parts do have serial numbers, so they can know which ones to replace when. Alrighty, folks. Thank you all for coming in. It's top of the hour now. Stay nice and warm. Think about what if the power goes out, how you gonna, if you need to, how you gonna stay warm. If you have a gas furnace and the power goes out, how are you going to keep that furnace going? Well, one thing I would recommend is check last Tuesday's live stream here and the preceding Fridays. We had Ben Gilmore up here from Minuteman Prep and owner of poweredportablesolar.com, talking about all the fun. Hey, Dave! Woohoo! When are you going to come back up here, Dave? You want me to start sending you the links when I'm going live? I'd love to have you up. And about the different types of solar generators, which in reality are just portable power stations. Because if you find out how many watts your furnace uses, and you have the right size portable power station down there, you can keep your furnace going and stay nice, toasty, warm. No camera stuff. Darn. All right, folks. Hey, I can still send you the link, and you come up here and just put up a an avatar like that. All right, folks. Thank you all, and I will see you Thursday night on the Midnight Ride, if I don't do a live stream tomorrow working on the indoor garden experiment. All righty. See you guys around. Take care.